Good morning, students. In this video, we are going to see the different patterns of alluvial soil spread in northern plains, especially the differences of plains which you can observe in this region. You will not find that the entire plain will be having what you call fertile alluvial soil. So there is certain differences in the soil patterns. So that's what we are going to see here in this video. As the river is flowing from the Himalayas or the top of the hills, it comes around and gradually it reaches to a region where it's almost the foothill of Shivaliks, the foothill of Shivaliks. And when it reaches over this region, you'll find that whatever the river has brought, the huge pebbles, rocks, everything gets deposited over here and gets deposited in this belt. Now, this region where it's almost, if you see in the Himalayan region, it's almost 8 to 16 kilometers long stretch, which is parallel to the Shivaliks. Like if it is Shivaliks are here and the parallel to Shivaliks, you will find this region because the rivers from the Shivaliks comes over here and it's flowing this way. So it is towards the eastern part from west to east. So you all know that we have learned about three ranges of Himalayas. The Himadris, which is having peaks. Then the second range was the Himachal, and the third one was what you call the Shivaliks. So parallel to this range only, you will find what. So the rivers which came from here gradually reaches this region. Okay. So here it's for your understanding. I'm just trying to show in this formation. So when the river water reaches this area, what happens is that it gradually disappears in between these rocks. It's a huge area of 8 to 16 kilometers stretch. So whatever the rivers which come to this region, it gradually gets disappeared in it. It gets submerged in this rocky pebble area and re-emerges here. And this area, so this, what is this area called as? Do you know? It is called as Bhabar. So this area is full of pebble stones, calcareous deposits, huge boulders, rocks, whatever the river has brought is deposited over here. So you'll find small pebbles to huge pebbles in this region. Is that clear? So this area is called as Bhabar. Any doubt over here? I hope it's clear. So it is found in the foothill of Shivaliks, and it consists of huge pebbles and rocks, calcareous rocks, and this river water which reaches to this area, the streams get disappeared over. Now it's not magic that it gets vanished. It's not vanished. It gets submerged in this area. Okay, it gets submerged in this area and re-emerges in this completely plain area. Okay, now it reaches to the complete plain area, and when this area it reaches, almost all the rocks are deposited. Now only what is left, the soils and everything. So this area will find that it develop all the soils and all those things, and the waters reach over here. This area is largely very swampy, marshy. It will be very marshy. So this area is called as terai. This area is called as what? Terai region. So it's a region which is very, and if you see in Bhabar area, you cannot have any vegetation over here because there's only calcareous rocks, very huge rocks and pebbles. So and the river water is disappearing. So you'll not find, only those trees which is having deep roots can survive over here. But in this area, it's densely what a dense forest is found here. You'll find a lot of mangroves and all those things here. Even in the rivers, flood plain area, that is sides of the rivers, agriculture happens over here. So this area is largely swampy or marshy. It's all the soils and alluvial soils are deposited over here, and all the streams re-emerge over here. So this area is called as terai region. What it is called as? Terai region. Now comes the later stage. Now when the river is flowing, let us take this way. When the river is flowing in this manner, let us take this is a river which is flowing in this manner. What happens is that it is continuously depositing. It is continuously depositing in both the sides, isn't it? It is continuously depositing. And whenever there is a heavy rain happens, what happens? The width of the river increases because of flood. It floods, and the width of the river increases. Maybe a little bit this side, and hence you will find that the river increases up to this area. Okay, and once the rain is over, the flood goes back. The water retains back to this area itself, isn't it? But by that time the flood happened, this area is largely deposited by fresh alluvial soil, whereas the earlier deposited soils will be there, which was deposited from years. So this goes back. These all regions you have alluvial soil deposits, but these all are the old ones. What are those? So I'll just draw a margin for your understanding. This is the main river, and during the flood time the river may expand up to this region. It may deposit its alluvial soil over here, and this region is the soil or the alluvial soil which was deposited earlier, maybe years back or months back or something like that. Okay, so what we call this area, which is old alluvium, which was deposited earlier, is alluvial soil, is also old alluvial soil, is also called as bhangar. What we call it as bhangar. And this area where the flood came, and after flood the water recedes back, the water goes back, water gets reduced, so it remains only within this river area, and this area you will find a lot of new soil deposited. This new alluvium is called alluvial soil, is called as conker. What it is called as? Is called as conker. So any confusions over here? I hope it's clear. So you are very clear with Bhabar. Bhabar is a region which lies in the foothill of Shivaliks, which runs parallel to Shivaliks. Is it clear? And it is a region of full calcareous rocks and huge boulders, big rocks, which is brought by the rivers. And what is the most important aspect of this area? The rivers disappear in this area. It's not completely vanishing. It gets completely submerged in this area. And where it is emerging out in the terai region. This area where the rivers emerge back, all the streams join back, it's very swampy and very marshy. It is full of dense forest. Okay, so many varieties of trees are found in this area. Water gets stagnant always in this area because water is not flowing fastly, so it is always swampy area. So this area is called as terai region. And what is the last one I want to discuss? When the river, there are two types of flood plains, plains or side to river. When the river is flowing, it is continuously depositing what alluvial soil to the sides, and whatever is deposited gradually goes away from the river side. It moves towards the other side or the sides, and when it flood happens, the river water increases, it moves to both the sides. While doing so, it is also depositing its alluvial soil just alongside the river. Is it clear? And this river once recedes back to the normal, so the site just near adjacent to the river is having newly deposited fertile alluvial soil called as conker, and the soils which are a little far away from this river are called as old alluvial soil or bhangar. I hope it's clear. Thank you.